Hey everyone, today we're here in Press Isle, Maine, and we're going to be doing a lot of brush burning. Here's a big pile. All this brush is pretty green, but it's pine. Once you get it going, it's not going to stop. I talked to the local fire warden. He said we can have as big of a fire as we want as long as we don't catch a building on fire. We're only going to be like 8 or 10 feet. We have a ton of brush and a bunch of wooden furniture. They said we can burn things like couch frames as long as the plastic and stuff is removed. And then after, I'm going to go over the fire pit with a big magnet and just pull all the stuff out. So we're going to get this thing going with some birch bark, maybe some lamp oil, just until we get it hot enough to start burning. It's going to smoke a lot at first. So right now, you're allowed to burn anywhere in this area with no permit as long as there is snow on the ground. And this is the fuel pile I've created. Just enormous, covered in snow. I gotta dig all that out. There's a bunch of couches and furniture and stuff in there. I've already stripped of fabric and plastic parts. It's just wood frames, stuff like that. So I'm gonna do a time lapse of this entire setup. You're gonna notice today I'm working in a bunch of ugly sweaters. I have like 4 of them on to avoid wrecking my good coat. If some embers land on me, it'll just melt holes through my regular plastic coated jackets, because that's all I have is a bunch of waterproof winter ones, and fires will just wreck those. It's not worth wrecking a $100 jacket when I have a bunch of these free ones that I've found in foreclosed homes that I've worked on. I have an abundance of ugly sweaters I have found, and that's where a bunch of this furniture is from also. Nobody wanted it. It's kind of rotten, missing drawers and stuff in the cabinets. We're just going to throw them in the fire once we get this thing going. Oh, I got a bunch of birch bark. We're going to stuff underneath here in this hole I made. And if that's unsuccessful, I'll start pouring lamp oil on top. Lamp oil's not like gasoline. It won't just flare up. It'll start up nice and slowly. Just as precaution, I got these 2 extinguishers here that are filled with foam. This one is certified by a fire department with new tags. This one I just recharged by myself. It doesn't have any tags. Got the regular ABC 10-pound, and I have 2 more of those in the car. This is just a precaution. I highly doubt we'll be needing them. Just take a look at the trees. Even if an ember went up there, highly unlikely we would start a fire on a day like this. Just take a look at the woods. We finally got our big raging fire with probably a 25-foot flame. The base of it is approximately 8 by 10 feet. This is as big as we're gonna make it. Just gonna keep piling stuff on. It was really slow going at the beginning. I thought a little bit of lamp oil was gonna get it really going, but it actually took 2 gallons of lamp oil and a bunch of old nasty candles I threw in there. The candles were actually a lot better, but after an hour, there's no way this thing's gonna go out now. I can throw as much wet stuff on there as I want, and it's really not even smoking much, which is really good. That dry furniture also really helped. There's not really any more furniture. We got rid of a couch. The fire department said if we remove the foam, it's fine. The fabric is okay to burn. So we just have to go over this with a big magnet to remove everything after. So we just burned for about 10 hours straight. I'm gonna let this singe for probably another 10 before I go, and it'll be down to basically just ash. Ordinarily, I would put it out when it's nice charcoal, so it's good for gardening. But considering today's job was to get rid of a lot of old broken furniture, I want to singe it down to just powder so that it'll be very easy for me to come back sometime and use a large fishing magnet to get all the nails and tacks out of the area. So, hope this time lapse was interesting. I'm just gonna sit here, have my dinner, a bunch of cans, and call it a night. Thanks for watching. Spread it around to make sure all the larger logs are completely burned, because earlier I was throwing some stuff in that was over a foot in diameter. It was pretty dry. It's completely gone. There's nothing in the middle. But now that it's spread out, it'll cool down faster. I'm going to put the few remaining big pieces back on the top.